There is a lot to uncover, so let's get started. Let's get some of the more obvious stuff out of the way. Besides the green vase that refills your health, the game has a bluish one to instantly replenish some of your rage. While we are on the topic of vases, one of the easiest ways to collect a lot of materials, including coins, is to break every last one of them. Yes, you heard that right. Head over to Docktown and treat yourself to a free therapy session. Wooden boxes sometimes drop valuables as well, but it's mostly just wood. Now, you might ask, what's the point of hoarding all these resources? You can actually sell them to various vendors to increase the strength of the faction the vendor belongs to, and use those faction points to upgrade their shop, unlocking new weapons and items. This is especially helpful once you figure out how the weapon tier system works. Veilguard does a clever job of utilizing duplicate weapons that you find. Each new copy upgrades the original weapon's tier. This unlocks a new perk or bonus listed on the weapon's description card. For example, if you find another copy of a weapon you already have, it will automatically unlock the first perk mentioned on the card, and so on. This works for other items such as armor pieces and accessories too. But what the game doesn't tell you is that there is a powerful hidden perk that unlocks only when you obtain the final copy of an item. Since the game uses an RNG approach to generating loot, your best bet for obtaining copies of a particular armor or weapon, whether for yourself or a companion, is to visit different vendors. Companion-specific equipment should be available from vendors in their native regions. However, there are some items in the game that do not have any copies. These unique items have truly exceptional effects, and we'd go so far as to state that some are likely to define your build. They are contained within these enormous chests that you come across during exploration or through certain side quests. But before you embark on that journey, you might be surprised to learn that merchants are just as valuable as those unique chests. For example, certain shops in Treviso's market area sell unique items that permanently boost your stats. Then there's the Black Emporium, a special vendor located in Docktown, who has a wealth of valuable resources and gear available for purchase. One such collectible is Mementos. These are small relics found just about anywhere in the game. You can either go about searching different areas to obtain them, or you can simply buy them from merchants, which is a lot more reliable in my opinion, especially when visiting the spirit vendor found within the Crossroads, since he has a ton of mementos you can buy. Once you accumulate enough, these relics can be used to upgrade the workshop located outside the lighthouse. Unlike the tier system we previously discussed, the workshop's basic function is to increase an item's stats, but that's not the main reason to invest time collecting mementos. It's so you can gain enough workshop rank to unlock enchantments, which allows you to enchant your gear including your abilities with enhancements like increased elemental damage or stagger effects to name a few. If you pair this with a thoughtful distribution of your skill points, you might be able to create an extremely powerful build, allowing you to stack elemental damage and take down formidable enemies without breaking a sweat. By careful distribution of skill points, I mean avoiding an even spread across all sections of the tree. This balanced approach may seem appealing, but it can make combat feel unsatisfying as enemies may end up feeling like bullet sponges due to an inefficient build. Instead, focus on a single specialization or type of damage. For example, if you're building for fire damage, concentrate on that section of the skill tree, as its upgrades primarily amplify fire-based attacks. And if you have carelessly already spent all your points, you can respec without any consequences using this option and start over. This gives you enough room for experimentation. Your companions, however, function a bit differently since they have a limited number of abilities you can equip. For starters, you should upgrade them in ways that complement your own build. To extend our previous example, you could select abilities for Davrin that make enemies more vulnerable to fire damage. Keep in mind, it's also crucial to select at least one supportive ability, such as Balara's healing when your health is low, or enabling Davrin to resuscitate you if you fall in battle. Companions also have passive abilities tied to their gear descriptions, which activate only when you command them to attack a specific target using the quick access menu in combat. While we are on the topic, make sure to regularly check your map for companion quests and conversations. These are essential for strengthening bonds and completing timed quests which may disappear if you progress too far in the main story, and sometimes you will need to complete faction quests before new companion quests become available. The game offers one additional way to increase your bond with companions, that is, buying them a gift. You can check this section of a shop for companion-specific gifts. That's not all. These items also become decorative ornaments inside their rooms, serving as a reminder of your camaraderie. But these gifts don't come cheap, especially given the current in-game economy. So there is a secret room you can unlock that allows you to avail discounts and save coins at the workshop. In order to unlock the music room, you simply need to go around the lighthouse region and find these statues and make 2 of these face each other. There are 3 sets in total. The first one can be found just up the stairs behind the lighthouse. You can also find the first piece of the second set nearby. The final set can be found below Neve's compartment. Once you complete this, enter the room and place the wisps inside the containers. One of them should be located nearby, while the second one can be found just behind the lighthouse near one of the statue puzzles. Enter the room and place the final wisp. Interact with this object to unlock the discount. If you want more of these statue puzzles, there are 2 types you can find scattered around the game: the Fenharel and the Evanuris altars. Once you interact with the wolf altar, it should point you in a specific direction. Follow it until you come across a small miniature wolf. This should reward you with a bonus skill point. Once you interact with the Evanuris altar, 4 glistening glyphs should appear. Destroying all of them should grant you a permanent health boost. You can track the number of altars you've completed in a region by simply opening the map and looking at these small icons. Another quality of life feature is that certain icons also appear below your minimap to signal when you're near something important. This feature especially comes in handy when you are hunting for secret treasure chests. It wouldn't be fair to mention treasure and not acknowledge the Crossroads, because there's much more to uncover there than any region in the game, including a significant piece of the backstory and some tough, exciting boss fights. These special enemies are locked behind these vines, which can only be destroyed once you collect the essence of a champion by defeating it. And at the end of each of these quests, you also get a legendary item. So it's highly recommended you complete these before concluding the game. Sometimes Veilguard's intense hand-holding may get in the way of feeling a true sense of discovery. For that very reason, we recommend changing the setting for objective marker visibility to short. This allows you to choose when you need the game's help. Additionally, you can also turn off tutorials and hints. Commanding your companions using the command control menu can sometimes hinder the flow of a battle and ultimately compromise your experience. We suggest either using the shortcut version or changing key bindings to directly apply primers and detonators with a single stroke of a key. Feel free to explore myriad of other combat options available in the settings menu and choose what works best for you. With that, we hope these tips help make the experience more enjoyable and seamless.